right, we're gonna get started here. So we'll start standing up. My name is Stephanie. We're here for Pilates. Here's just start in a feet parallel position. We're gonna inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach up and over like you're going over a giant beach ball. Just find a nice stretch. Good. Reaching your fingertips. Hips are directly over the ankles. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll all the way up. One going at a time. You're gonna inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over one side. Get a nice side stretch. Inhaling. Exhaling the other side. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands away. We're going to inhale up, twist in one direction, find a nice stretch here, rotation stretch. Inhaling back up, and exhaling to switch. Good. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, hands away. On this last one here, we're going to inhale up. Exhale, reach up and over. Again, finding that nice stretch. We're going to walk ourselves down to a 4-point kneeling position. Good. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's go into a cat-cow. Inhale, press your low back up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Create that arch, just moving between flexion and extension, starting to warm up the spine. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Yeah, no props today, just a mat. We're just going to go through some of the classics. We'll start beginner and then move up, giving chances to modify. All right, we're gonna pause in that neutral spine position. Let's reach the right arm out and hold. When you're ready, you can add the left leg, finding your bird dog balance here. Perfect. Reaching the fingertips and toes in opposition. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. You're gonna go right to the other side, left arm right, and then right leg. When you're ready to find that balance, make sure the hips are squared off to the mat. Wrist is directly under shoulder. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, knee down. Press on back into a child's pose position. Get a nice stretch. Perfect. Back to 4-point kneeling, we add on. You can always stick with that first option that we just did, that bird dog. If you're adding on, we go back to the original side. Right arm, left leg, find your balance. Once you're ready, if you want to add on, you're going to tuck knee to elbow, finding a C curve of the spine, and then reach back out. So finding that C curve, that scoop as you come in, as you reach away, fingertips and toes in opposition, finding that stretch. Good. We got 2 more like this. Trying to find that scoop, that core. On this last one, we just hold little pulses up and down with the arm and the leg. Keep your balance, pull in the core. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, knee down, press on back. Child's pose. We go other side when you're ready. Back to 4-point kneeling. Left arm, right leg. Again, find that balance first when you're ready. Adding on that scoop of the core, reaching the knee to elbow, and then extending back out. Good. Keep the tummy tucked in, the rib cage closed. Perfect. Your gaze can even go down to that knee when you scoop, and then back to that bottom fingertip as you reach out. You have 2 more like this. On this last one, if you're adding on, we hold little pulses up and down with the arm and the leg. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press on back. Child's pose stretch. Reach those fingertips. Good. Back to 4-point kneeling. We'll get a stretch here. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Find that nice opening. Thread the needle underneath the left armpit. Continuing here, you can flow through the movement or hold in a position, whatever feels best for you. Just inhaling and exhaling, finding your breath, warming up, getting your muscles nice and active. On this next one, if it feels okay, you can hold down to the mat, that right shoulder down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 4-point kneeling. We go other side. Left arm up towards that ceiling. Thread the needle underneath. Finding that nice stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Hips don't move. It's just the upper body that left shoulder out of the mat. And then nice stretch. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to 4-point kneeling. We're going to roll onto our backs now. So when you're ready, come into a seated position, legs out in front. Arms will come out in front, shoulder blades drawing down. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you have enough room to roll back as in a scoop. One bone at a time. Good. Low back will touch the mat, mid back, upper back. Rolling all the way down. Reach the arms up overhead. Nice stretch here. Good. Big inhale and exhale. Perfect. We're going to take hands back down to the mat. And then our legs are going to come to a tabletop position. So knees over hips, shins parallel to the ground. Make sure that low back is really pressing down into the mat. You're not arching. You can keep your hands on the mat, or you can take the arms out to a T. That helps you a little bit better. Either way, we go single leg toe taps. Right toe taps down, back up. Left toe taps down, back up. As you go, feel like you're hinging from the hip. So instead of just tapping the mat, you're finding that hinge, you're feeling those low transverse abdominals. It's the same angle in the leg as you tap. Like you're tapping that toe into a little pool of water. Perfect. We go one more each side. And then pausing back to tabletop. You can set the feet down for a second if you need. We're gonna add on our double leg toe tap. Both toes reach. Maybe you don't hit the mat. If your back starts to arch, you pause. So those toes will come down, really press the low back down, and then coming back to tabletop. Again, if you start to feel that back arch, you're gonna be taking the work away from the core. So you can limit the range of motion to really feel those transverse abdominals. Good, let's do one more like this. Perfect. We're gonna set the feet down, take the arms out wide to a T, palms facing up. Let the knees sway one direction as your gaze goes the opposite direction, finding a nice stretch. Inhale it back to center, exhale to switch. Good. We'll go one more each side, just with your breath, finding your stretch. Perfect. And then when you're done, we'll come back to center. Hands are gonna come back down to the mat, palms on the mat. I told you to press the low back down. Now we're gonna find a little tilt here. So imagine there's a little grape underneath your low back. You have that neutral spine position. Inhale, exhale, you're gonna press down that low back again, scooping, tilting the pelvis forward. Inhale back to neutral. So it's just a pelvic tilt, tiny movement, little arch of the back, press the low back down, scoop the core. Continuing here just with your breath, that pelvic tilt, that pelvic awareness before we go into our bridging. If you have anything going on in your low back, as we bridge our hips up, you're just gonna hinge the hips up and down. Otherwise, you can follow my cues. Inhale, exhale, press the low back down, slowly scoop, one bone at a time, lifting your hips, squeezing the glutes at the top of your bridge. Inhale, exhale, slow, 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 rolling down one bone at a time, upper back, mid back, low back, going back to that arch. Inhale, exhale, press the low back down, slowly scooping, keeping that imprint all the way up, kneecap shoot away, press into that big and second toe. Inhale, exhale, roll all the way back down. So you don't want to roll out to the pinky side part of the foot. You want to imagine all four corners of the feet pressing into the mat. You want to add on. You can take the arms to robot arms or all the way up towards the ceiling, 90-degree arms. As you continue through those bridges without the arms as kickstands, it's going to be a little bit more work on those hamstrings and glutes. Good. Keep the shoulders pulling down. And the goal here, if you're feeling it too much in the hamstrings, scooch the feet in closer to the body. You want to find the glutes here. We're going to hold on this next one, hands wherever you choose. Little pulses up and down. Drop the hips an inch and lift. Squeezing the glutes as you press up. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Inhale, exhale, slow, slow, slow. One bone at a time, all the way down. Perfect. Reach behind the thighs. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. And then back to tabletop, just finding a hamstring stretch here. Good, as we continue our bridging, you can stay with that first option, both feet on the mat. Otherwise, we are going to add on. When you're ready, both feet start back on the mat, hands back to the mat. I'm going to keep the right foot on the mat. I'm going to take the left foot into a figure four. So the left ankle is crossing the right thigh. Right foot is on the mat. Open up that knee. So press the knee away from you. Again, we're going to inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll up into that single leg bridge. Press the knee away to find that figure four stretch as you go, and slowly rolling back down. Continuing here, you can always go back to both feet on the mat. You can add one of those arm options if you'd like, more intermediate or advanced. Good. With the single leg bridges, you want to try to press evenly as you go up, not shaking side to side, squeezing both glutes evenly. Perfect. On this next one, we hold up in our bridge, just holding up. Press that left kneecap away, even into your feet. We're just holding. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll one bone at a time all the way down. Good. We're going to switch. Left foot on the mat. Right ankle crosses. Press that right knee away. Again, any of the options with the hands. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow. As you roll up, press that right kneecap away, getting that figure four stretch. And exhaling as you come back down. I cue different breath patterns. As long as you're breathing, that's fine. Good. Flowing through your movement here. Again, adding those arm options if you'd like. We have about 2 more here at your own pace. On this next one, we're going to hold up in that bridge again. Glutes nice and active. Press that right kneecap away. Hips are level. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Roll one bone at a time all the way down. Good job, guys. Take both legs up to the ceiling again. Get that hamstring stretch. Point and flex the toes. Maybe you roll your ankles in one direction. And then roll your ankles in the other direction. Good. We're going to go core series next when you're ready. Right knee to the chest, left leg to 45. Chest lift optional. You can keep the head down if you'd like. We're going to switch. Switch. Elbows wide, pulling that knee in as you press the leg away. Keep the low back pressing down into the mat. If the back is arching, keep the legs a little higher. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. We go double leg stretch when you're ready. For this one, the head's either going to stay down the whole time or up the whole time. If you feel straight in the neck, keep the head down. Both knees into the chest, hands on the shins. Chest lift optional. You're going to reach the arms and legs away and then scoop back up in that little ball. Windmilling the arms around. Good. Good. Lower the legs go, the more challenging, but you don't want that back to arch. Perfect. Nice and slow and controlled, feeling those low abs. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take an inhale and an exhale. We go scissors next. Right leg up to 40, left leg 45. Chest lift optional. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Try to keep the legs straight, pointing those toes. Reaching high on the leg, elbows wide. To push and pull here. Good. You want to pull that leg in and press the leg away. Finding the stretch. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Again, if you're feeling straight on the neck, you can take one hand behind the head or set your head back down. We're going to go crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, legs to tabletop. Right shoulder to left knee, right leg shoots out to 45. We crisscross to switch. Switch. Think shoulder to knee. Good. That rib to hip. Perfect. Head is heavy in the hands here. Oblique work. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. One more in our little ab set here. Legs are going to come up to 90. Heels together, toes apart. Options here, you can keep the head down, or you can come up into a chest lift, hands heavy, head heavy in the hands. Squeeze the legs together, really glue the heels together. You're gonna lower those legs down to a challenge spot, and nice and slow, bring it back up. Good, slow and controlled, not letting the back arch. Using those low, deep abs. You got it, let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Bring the knees into your chest, stir the knees in one direction, catch your breath. Stir the knees in the other direction. Perfect, you're gonna extend the legs out to the mat. Arms come up to 90, palms face each other. Get a little stretch here. Right arm goes behind as the left arm goes forward, little scissor of the arms. Back to center, and then we switch. Good. Scissor the legs, scissoring the arms. Feel like those fingertips are reaching away from each other. One towards the stereo, one towards the door. Good. We pause back at center, palms face away. Inhale, exhale, reach up towards the ceiling, shoulder isolation. Inhale, let the shoulders drop. Couple more like this, just isolating those shoulders, reaching and dropping the shoulders back down. Good, 2 more. Last one. Pull those shoulder blades all the way down, palms face each other, heels into the mat. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. We're gonna slowly roll all the way back up. Reach for those toes, find a nice stretch. And then we'll stack back up nice and tall. Good. All right. You're gonna have hips like they're in quicksand here. Arms are gonna come out to a T, palms facing down, pull those shoulder blades down. Inhale, exhale, spine twist. Pulse, pulse, one direction. Back to center, pulse, pulse, the other direction. Feel like your heels and your hips aren't moving. You're twisting from the spine. Gaze goes with that back hand. Keep pulling the shoulder blades down, forward engaged. Good. We're gonna go 1 more each side. Perfect. Bring it back to center. Nice little shoulder roll back. Shoulder roll forward. We add on, arms out to a T, palms facing down, shoulders pulling down. Inhale. You're gonna exhale, twist. Pulse, pulse, saw, and then we go other side. So it's pinky finger, pinky toe, back palm flips up. Classic saw here, flexion and rotation. Try to keep the heels still, the hips still. Pulling those shoulders down, twisting from the core. We have 1 more like this. And when you're finished, you can come back up, shoulder roll, let's butterfly the knees. Little forward fold. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, we're gonna go sideline. So I'm gonna face this way, you can face the front. Options here, you can be laid all the way down on your head. You can be propped up on the elbow, option 2. Option 3, you're on the forearm. You want to feel like you can lift the side body up off the mat no matter what position you're in. Those hips are going to be stacked. The feet go 45-degree kickstand to the front corner of the mat. So back is nice and flat, like it's up against a wall. 45 with the legs. Hand can go on the hip or in the mat in front of you. We go lift and lower. Parallel leg. Good. So working that top leg, that top glute. Inhaling and exhaling here. Again, try not to sink down into that shoulder. Same pace up and down. Good. We're gonna pause. We're gonna go heel down, toe up. We're gonna brush up, flex down. So external rotation here, pointing up, flexing down. Make sure those hips are still nice and stacked. Sideline leg work here. Breathing in, breathing out. If you want more of a challenge as this goes, you could take your arm up towards the ceiling. A little bit less balance there. We're gonna pause. We're gonna brush forward, flex back. Leg is about hip height. Take it slow and controlled. Don't let the top half of the body move. Nice and slow, using that core to control the movement. Good. We pause with that leg directly over the other leg. Point the toe. Golf ball circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Almost done here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set it down. Bend the knees, 90-degree bend. We're going to go clamshell. Open, close here. This one, it's easy for the hips to drop back behind, so really make sure they're nice and stacked. If you want a more intermediate option, you can go clamshell with the legs elevated here, but the heels need to stay nice and still. Good. Again, you can have your hand on the mat, hip, or up towards the ceiling, you decide. Perfect. We're gonna hold open, just holding. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it back down. Still staying with that 90-degree bend. We're gonna tap the knee in front, tap the toe behind, like you're going over a giant beach ball. Again, making sure those hips are stacked. Should be feeling that glute get nice and strong now. Again, making sure you're not sinking into that bottom shoulder. You can always rest the head down if you need. Good. Perfect. We're gonna pause. You're gonna tap the knee forward, lift the leg. Tap the knee forward, lift the leg. A little bit of internal rotation here. Good, this is our last set on this side. Push through, breathing in, breathing out. Good, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Roll onto your back. And then find that figure 4 stretch. Maybe you rock side to side, pulling that leg in towards you. Perfect. All right, we gotta do the other side. I'm gonna just turn this way on the mat. Again, making sure hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Good. We start with that lift and lower in that parallel position when you're ready. Same pace up and down, pulling the core in, feeling good. You can lift that side body up off the mat. Get a little bit more side work. Perfect. We switch, heel down, toe up, brushing up, flexing down. Feel like your leg is getting longer as you go. You're reaching away from you. Perfect. We pause, hip height, brushing forward, flexing back. Limit the range of motion if you feel the body moving too much. Good. We pause, pointing that toe, golf ball side circles. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Bend those knees, 90-degree bend. We move into our clamp. Again, open, close. If you did the elevated clamp on the other side, make it nice and even. If you have any of the options, you can lay your head down, prop up on the elbow. Hand can go up towards the ceiling. Whatever option works for you today. Good, we're gonna hold open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it all down, tap the knee forward, tap the toe back. Going over a big beach ball. Working the glute in different movements here. Should feel the side body as well. Guys got this, breathing in, breathing out. And then we pause. You're gonna tap the knee forward, extend the leg up, finding that internal rotation. Good, last set here. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Roll onto your back. Find that figure 4 stretch where the legs you just worked. Again, pulling it in, maybe rocking side to side. Perfect. You're going to press yourself or roll yourself up. We're going to go back to 4-point kneeling. All right, we're going to go into some planks here. So options for planks. I'm going to use straight arms, but if forearms is more accessible to you, you can always do that. And I'm going to keep going back to the toes, but you can always go back to a kneeling plank if you need that modification. So when you're ready, first just finding your plank, tucking the tailbone, gaze at your fingertips, crown of your head lengthening. Good. Hollow armpits, gentle bend in the elbows. If you're not feeling the core, pike the hips up a tiny bit. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. We are going to add on. You can always stick with just that static hold plank that we just did. When you're ready, back to our plank. We're going to go shoulder taps. Right hand taps left shoulder, and we switch. I like to keep the feet a little wider for this one, so if you want to widen the legs, try to keep nice and stable, not rocking too much side to side. Good. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. Good job, guys. One more plank here when you're ready. Straight arm is what I'm going to cue. Find your plank position first. If you want to add on, we tap the right toe out to the side back in, left toe out to the side back in. Good. Again, try to press evenly into those fingertips, still holding that plank position. Should find those shapes. Don't let the hips sag. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. All right, we're gonna turn to the side. I'm gonna go classic side bend. So this one's a little bit more intermediate. Once you turn towards the side, you're gonna have one hand down on the mat. I have my right hand. Then I'm gonna have, I have bottom foot in forward. It's gonna go bent, and then the top foot is gonna go right in front of it. So I have right hand down, left knee bent, that foot is flat, and then I have the right knee bent right underneath it. Good. We're gonna start just that arm out to a T. Perfect. When you're ready, you're gonna press up and over, find a nice stretch, and then slowly bring it back down. If you want a modification, maybe you just find a side plank. If you want to add on, we're just doing a few side bends here. When you're ready, up and over, find that stretch. Slowly bringing it back down. If it's too much on the wrist, you can always fist the hands. Let's do one more. And then bring it back down. Good, we go other side. Now I have the left hand down. These are challenging. You guys look good. Left knee is bent down. I have my right foot forward, that knee up towards the ceiling. You may have to adjust where the hand is to get that range of motion. So after the first one, you can move. Got that right arm out to a T. When you're ready, you're gonna press up and over into that side bend and then slowly bring it back down. You can keep the bottom knee down for a modification if that works better for you. Good. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. Turn forward. Roll out the wrist. Inhale and exhale. Good job, guys. Let's go back to 4-point kneeling. Tuck the toes, pike the hips up to down dog. Pedal the legs out here. Get a nice stretch. When you're ready, walking feet into hands, shifting weight into feet. Inhale, exhale. Slowly roll up. One bone at a time. Good. We're going to do a tiny little balance set. So I like to keep either barefoot, whichever one it is, or sneakers, just not slippery socks. And if you feel better on the mat, shifting our weight side to side. So lifting one foot and then lifting the other foot. You can always just lift a heel if that works better for you. Good, just finding our balance side to side. Hands can be hips, here, here, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Decide how high you lift the leg. Good. And this next one, let's hold. Whichever one you have. We're going to strengthen that standing ankle. Breathing in, breathing out. You can stay here if you're adding on. Arms are going to come up. Hold your balance. You can always set it back down, hop back in. Arms are going to come back down. Breathe in, breathe out. We go one twist. Turn towards the leg you have open. Good. Bring it back. Good job, guys. Set it down. Shake it out. I like to do one little balance set each class just because everyone should have help with balance here. We're going to switch other side when you're ready, lifting that leg up. And help prevent falls, slips. Good. When you're ready, lifting those hands up. Now we set it down, jump back in, hands come back down. And then twisting towards that knee you have. Up. Twisting back forward. And then we shake it out. Okay. Let's go a little lengthening here. So I'm going to go right foot forward, left foot back. Good. Hands are just going to go on the hips. I'm going to press into that front knee. Make sure both feet look like they're on train tracks. They're parallel. Bending into that knee and then coming back up. So you should feel this on that left calf as you go forward. Should feel like you're lengthening the left calf. Good. We're going to hold forward. Keep your gaze up. Hinge down. You should feel the left glute. Hinge back up. You can keep your gaze up if that helps you. Got a little bit of balance here. Also lengthening. Good. We're going to go one more like this. And then we stand it on up. Right foot's forward, left foot comes up, right hand on the hip. Little side stretch towards the right side. Back to standing. And over to the side. Hip. Should feel that on the left hip. One more like this. Good. And then we'll switch into the other side. Shake it out. Right foot forward. Right foot back. Left foot forward. Hands on the hips. You're just pressing into that front knee. Again, making sure the feet are parallel. You'll feel that in that right calf. Good. Back stays nice and neutral here, not crunching forward. Good. You're going to hold, again, that hinge down, hinge back up. Gaze can stay up. Helping you with your balance there. Feeling it on the right glute now. And a little bit of balance. A little bit of lengthening. We have two more. Good. Last one. Coming back up. Left hand on the hip. Right hand comes up. Up and over to the left side. Feeling that on the right hip. It should open, lengthen. Good. We have two more like this. Last one. Good. Bring it back in. We're going to stand at the back of our mat. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. Big inhale up. Exhale up and over. Again, walking back out to that 4-point kneeling. We're going to go prone. Excuse me. Sorry, all the way onto our belly. I'm going to start with swan. Hands directly under shoulders. Feel like you can lift the belly button off the mat. Reach the toes like the thighs are going to lift. Then inhale, exhale. Press into those hands as you lengthen into your swan. Inhale back down. So this is going to be lengthening here. Feel like the belly button is lifting as you lift. The goal isn't to arch the back. It's to imagine your back like a board and the shoulders are like that. Good. flex, point, reach. Point, flex, reach as you point. Good. Point, flex, reach. Up. Single leg kick here, breathing in, breathing out. Finding that length of the legs as you reach away. Should feel the glutes here as well. Good. We're going to do one more here. And then when you're ready, we're going to come all the way back down, reach the arms out in front. We are going to go swimming when you're ready. Right arm, left leg, lift, lower. Left arm, right leg, lift, lower. Starting slow. So lift, lift. And then we pick up the pace. Kick, kick, kick. Reaching arms, reaching legs. Gaze stays down, shoulders are down. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press on back. Child's pose. Good job, guys. Good. Coming back to a seated position. You can go seated crisscross applesauce. Legs can go on front if that feels better for the hips. Or we're going to go Z-sit mermaid. So mermaid, this is the classic, but go crisscross or legs in front if you need. Whichever way you are in your Z-sit, press the hips down. You're going to take one hand to the ankle that you see here, and then other arm out to a T. You're going to go towards that ankle, keeping the hips down, that side mermaid, and inhaling back. Exhale, feel like you're reaching those fingertips. Good, pressing the hips down to get deeper into that stretch. I like to mix it up, a little bit of challenging work, stretches in between. We're gonna go one more this side, reach, and then find your counter stretch the other direction. Good. We'll flip the legs. Again, one hand to the ankle, press those hips down, other arm out to a T. Up and over, shoulders are down, neck is long. Good. Lateral flexion here. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. We come counter stretch other way. Perfect. We're going to go for a few roll downs here. So we warmed that up earlier. Legs are going to go right out in front. If this is too much, you can always go knees bent. I think legs straight actually is a little bit gentler for me. But arms come out in front, shoulder blades are pulling down, gaze forward, inhale, exhale. Find that tuck, rolling nice and slow. One bone at a time. Low back, mid back, upper back. Arms pause up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll one bone at a time, using that core. Reaching forward. Stacking back up, nice and tall. Inhale, exhale. Moving, nice scoop. All the way down. Perfect. We're gonna add on here. Left arm is gonna stay up towards the ceiling. Right arm is gonna go out to a T. Inhale, exhale, slow, slow, slow. Rolling all the way up. It's a little more challenging this way. Forward folding. Keep the left arm forward, the right arm out to a T as you come up to stack tall and slowly scooping. One bone at a time. We switch. Left arm out to a T, right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Press the heels down. Use the core to scoop on up. Finding that forward fold. Stacking back up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. Good. Last one here, both arms out to a T. You can always take both arms out in front if you want that modification. Inhale, exhale. Press the heels down. Use the core, scooping up. Reaching forward, that one's tough. Stacking back up, nice and tall. Rolling one bone at a time. Scooping all the way down. Good job, guys. Take the right knee in towards the chest. Extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Get a nice stretch here. mat. Left leg, grab behind the thigh. A little reaching up and down here. Good. All right, we're gonna take one little more challenge here and then finish with a couple stretches. So we're gonna start option one here. Legs are back to tabletop. Knees are over hips, shins are parallel to the ground. And your hands are gonna be directly on the mat. It's an inhale, exhale, little scoop. Lift the hips, knees come towards the chest, back to tabletop. Tiny movement like a reverse curl. Good. If you have low back issues, you could go back to the toe taps if this doesn't feel good for that low back. Good. Maybe as you go, those feet move a little further away, and then you come back into that scoop. Two more like this. Last one. Good. Feet find the mat for a second. You can stick with that if you want to add on. Legs go up towards the ceiling, up to 90. Same thing. Now it's going to be like an elevator. We'll scoop up and bring it back down. Good. Try to reach the toes up as you lift the hips. Again, tiny movement here, but you should feel those low abs. And really slow it down. Find the control. That's how you're going to feel those ab muscles. Good. Let's do two more like this. Last one. Good. Feet back down to the mat. Let's take arms out towards T. Your hands are just going to hover, palms facing up, hover off the ground. We're going to do a little snow angel here. So hands to the hips, just hovering off the ground. And then whatever feels good for your shoulders, just like you're drawing an imaginary snow angel right above the ground here. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. We're going to keep those arms out at a T. Let the hands drop down to the ground. Knees are back, feet flat. Open up the knees into a butterfly. And then close the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. Perfect. Pause with those knees bent, feet flat. We're going to take, arms are just going to reach behind the thighs and we'll slowly scoop, rolling back up. Good. Finishing here in a crisscross position. If that doesn't feel good, you can go legs out in front. Perfect. So just stack up nice and tall. Good. We're going to inhale, arms up again. Exhale. Reach up and over one side. Nice stretch, cooling down, checking in with your body. Inhaling back up. Exhaling over the other side. Good. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands away. Inhale up. And exhale, forward fold. Reach those fingertips. Find a nice stretch. Take your hands over to the right side. Back to center. Take the hands over to the left side. Back to center. Walking the hands back in. And inhale up. Exhale, twist. Looking behind that shoulder. And then inhaling up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, hands away. Inhaling up. Exhale, a little back bend here. So reaching the hands back behind. Maybe let the head go side to side. Gaze will go up towards the ceiling. Nice extension here if that feels good for the back. Perfect. Walking it back in. We have 3 inhales and exhales here. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out your mouth. Inhaling up. Exhaling away. Last one, we're going to inhale up. Hands are center. You guys are outside. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great week. I am helping Carol at least.